So, once again, hello, my dear students. Welcome to the part 3 of the chapter Sentences. This is the last part. In the previous two parts, we discussed about the introduction of sentence and its types. And I promised you in the second part that we will solve some exercises to clear our concepts more clearly. So, without any further delay, let's start part 4 of chapter Sentence for Standard 4. I am your very own Rahul Sir. You can easily see that I have written the heading as some conceptual questions related to sentences. Once again, some conceptual questions related to sentences. If you remember, my dear students, I told you that sentences are such group of words rather, which are arranged in proper order to make complete sense. And what was that order? The order was S plus V plus O in general. And there were 4 types of sentences: assertive, which was also known as declarative, imperative, exclamatory, and finally interrogative. I told you about the rules of assertive or declarative, imperative, interrogative, or exclamatory. I explained you that through assertive sentence, we convey a kind of information. Through exclamatory sentence, we convey any kind of strong emotion or feeling. In imperative sentence, we convey a type of request, command, or advice. And finally, interrogative sentences were used to ask questions. And I also told you that assertive sentences and imperative sentence, they end with a proper full stop. Interrogative sentence end with a proper question mark. And exclamatory sentence end with a proper exclamation mark. Now, my dear students, the following questions that you can see on the screen are some questions, some basic questions related to the concept of sentence. In these questions, I have tried to clear all your concepts of sentences. And if you answer all the questions correctly, you will be able to understand sentence properly. Nothing will be left after discussing all these questions, my dear students. So without any further delay, let's start. In the first 10 questions that you can see on the screen, my dear students, you just have to identify whether they are true or false. Means whether the statement written is true or false. And if your answer matches with my answer, congratulations, your concept is being cleared. And if not, you need to see my previous videos properly again. So let's start. In the first question, I have written a sentence, a statement. A sentence is group of words that is arranged in such a way so that it conveys a complete sense. Now, what do you think, my dear students? Is the first statement true or false? If your answer is true, it's fine. It's the correct answer. Congratulations. Now coming to the second statement, the second question rather. A declarative sentence ends with a full stop. Now again, what do you think about this? Is it true or false? And the correct answer is true, because declarative sentence always ends with a full stop. Now coming to the third question, my dear student. A declarative sentence doesn't declare a fact. Now, what is the answer according to you? My answer of this question is false. Why, my dear students? Because as per the question it is written, a declarative sentence doesn't declare a fact. But in reality, a declarative sentence declares a fact, my dear students. Now coming to the fourth question. An interrogative sentence ends with a question mark. It is 100% true. Why? Simply because with the help of interrogative sentence, we ask questions and hence it ends with the question mark, punctuation mark, question mark, interrogative mark. Now, coming to the fifth question, my dear students. An imperative sentence expresses an advice. What do you think? Is it true or false? Now, my answer is true. Because imperative sentence expresses three different things. We use imperative sentence to express three different things. First is request, then is command, and finally advice. So, this sentence is true. Now, coming to the sixth question. Wow! It was a beautiful scenery. Now, this sentence is incorrect. Means it's false. Why? Because in this sentence, I have made two mistakes intentionally. First of all, my dear students, this sentence come under the category of exclamatory sentence. And as we all know, that exclamatory sentence must have an proper exclamation mark. But we can see that there is a question mark given. So this is the first mistake in this question. And the second mistake is, I haven't written it is a beautiful scenery. I have written it us a beautiful scenery. I have given a pronoun here which was not required. Hence, this sentence is not true, means it's false. Now coming to the seventh question, which says the words in a sentence can be arranged in any order. What do you think? Is it true or false? Now my answer is that this question is false. Why? Because the words in a sentence cannot be arranged in any order. They must be arranged in a proper order. They must be arranged in a proper order, I told you. And the order was S plus V plus O. Now if all your answers are correct, congratulations. If not, I hope I am explaining you the reasons properly and you are understanding also. Now coming to the eighth question, where I have written assertive and exclamatory sentence end with a question mark. Now for this question, my answer is false. Why, my dear students? Simply because none of them, neither assertive nor exclamatory, they end with a question mark. Question mark is meant for interrogative sentence, and assertive sentence ends with a full stop, and exclamatory sentence ends with a what? Exclamation mark. Now coming to the ninth question, my dear students, we must respect it's a spelling mistake actually. We must respect our elders is an imperative sentence. My dear students, this question rather, is true because This sentence, of course, is coming under the category of imperative. Why? Because in this question, in this sentence, I am advising someone that we must respect our elders. Now coming to the last and final question of the first topic. I am not a doctor is an imperative sentence. True or not true? And the answer to this question is, my dear students, it is not at all true. It's a false statement. Why? Because this statement, I am not a doctor, is not falling under the category of imperative. Rather, it is falling under the category of assertive. Why? Because an information has been given here. A kind of information is displayed here in this sentence. That I am not a doctor. Of course, I am a teacher. It is not a request. It is not a command. It is not an advice. So how can it fall in the category of imperative? No, it will not fall. It will fall in the category of what? Fall in the category of assertive sentence, my dear students. Now, I hope I made the first 10 questions clear to you, along with the concepts properly, along with the explanations properly. Now, coming to the second type of question. The topic says, exercise related to types of sentence. My dear students, in these 8 questions, you just need to identify the type of sentence and you need to end it with proper punctuation mark required. In the first question, let's start. In the first question, I have written, how bright the lights are. Now, can you guess what type of sentence is this? Of course, it is an what? Exclamatory sentence. And it will end with an exclamation mark because a strong emotion is being expressed here. How bright the lights are. Now coming to the second question. Turn left at the crossing. This question, my dear students, is coming under the category of, yes, you guessed correct, category of imperative sentence. Why? Because a command has been given here. A command has been given here. And as it is an imperative sentence, my dear students, it will end with a full stop. Now, coming to the third question. What a noisy place this is. What type of sentence do you think is this? No. This is not an interrogative sentence, my dear students. It is again an exclamatory sentence. Because again, a strong feeling has been expressed here. What a noisy place this is. A strong feeling and emotion is being expressed here. And hence, it will end up with an exclamation mark. Now coming to the fourth question where I have written, return the books on time, please. Now I think you can easily guess, looking at the word please, that is an imperative sentence because somebody is requesting someone to return the books on time. And as it is an imperative sentence, it will end up with a proper full stop. Now coming to the fifth question. May I have some water? What type of sentence do you think is this? It is an interrogative sentence. Why? Because somebody is asking someone some question. And since it is an interrogative sentence, it will end up with a proper interrogative mark. Means question mark. Now coming to the sixth question. Eat your meals at the right time. What type of sentence do you think is this? It is an imperative sentence, my dear students, because somebody is advising someone. Somebody is advising someone, and as it is an imperative sentence, my dear students, it will end with question mark. No. Full stop. Now coming to the seventh question. Please help me replace the tire. Again, you can easily guess, looking at the word please, that it is an imperative sentence. It's quite easy. It is an imperative sentence because somebody is requesting someone, and of course it will end with a full stop. And coming to the last question of this part, I always set the alarm for 5:30 a.m. What do you think is this type of sentence? This is an assertive sentence. Why? Because somebody is giving a kind of information about someone or about himself or herself, and hence it is an assertive sentence. It will end up with what? Full stop. Now, if all your answers are correct, congratulations. If not, I hope. Now, if you attempt any kind of question related to sentence, it has a chance of getting correct. Now, with the three parts, I ended the first chapter of sentences. Now, we will start the next chapter of English grammar, which is subject predicate, in the next video. Thank you. Have a good day, my dear students.